Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Bradley Richardson, Advanced Adulting. And if you're joining me, we got some good stuff for you. So this one's going to be a little long, and I encourage you to join me live, watch the replay. We're going to be talking about jobs and careers, and specifically job search over 50. I'm going to give you the hard stuff. I'm going to give you 11 tips that will really paint a picture for you of how it really is and what you can do to get noticed, okay? The rules have changed. In many cases, there are no rules, and especially for some of us who are older, or whatever euphemism you want, seasoned, aged, mature, but shit's hard. And so what I want you to do is stick with me on this, and I'm going to share with you. And here's why I'm going to tell you in a minute. There is a publication in the UK, in England. Let me know where you're from. Let me use the comments too. That's important. Use the comments. But there is a publication, a women's magazine actually called Crunchy Tales, in the UK, and I am on their expert panel and board on the career and adulting side. And they just asked me to do a story, and I just finished it, about job search over 50 and what's hard about it and what you can do. And that is what this is. So let me know. Thank you. Hello, Canada, Australia. Awesome. I'm here in Palm Springs, California. I'm about to set up here, and you'll see exactly our sweet backyard here. And so, again, where are we at? Oh, there's the magic mammal number 1, number 2. And I'm in Palm Springs. And what I want to do with you, though, is I want to share with you. You got the mountains over there. It's a pretty sweet gig. But here's the deal. You know what's not sweet? Looking for a job. It blows. It blows goats. Straight up. And so what I want you to do is stick with me here, and I'm going to share with you the 11 tips that I wrote in this story for that publication in the UK, which will come out here in the next day or two, okay? And here's the thing. Whether you're looking for a job or not, okay. Whether you're thinking about a career change, okay, a lot of people, well, I'll change some at the beginning of the year. You start now, brother man. You start right now, okay? You can't wait. So do that, and if nothing else, share this. 2 things I want you to do. I want you to share this with a friend, a family member, a loved one, someone you know who is kind of having a hard time, whatever, and I guarantee you it will help them, okay? And also, okay, so let me know. I want to hear in the comments there. I see some familiar faces. I want to let me know in the comments what you think, if any of this clicks. And if you want to go deeper on any of this, okay, because I'm going to roll through it. If you want to go deeper, I want you to type in the word, okay, career or jobs, okay, jobs or career. Type in that and then check your messages, okay, because I'll tell you about what I've got going on. I'm going to work with some people here. I'm going to give you these 11 things, but there are people who want to look. This isn't just simple bullshit. Write your resume, update your skills. That's horseshit. If you want someone, me particularly, to guide you, coach you for 90 days, it takes 90 days plus to get a job. Easy, okay? You do that, and hey, if you guys here, if you do this, go check your, I hope I just set this up correctly, okay? Go check your direct messages, and hopefully you'll get something from me. If you don't, for some reason, now screw the pooch, send me a direct message, okay? But do that, because what I'm doing is, I'm going to give you these here, I'm going to roll through it, but I want to tell you first. If you type in that jobs, careers, I'm taking on 6 people for the next 90 days to not only work one-on-one with them, but to design and execute an entire job search campaign. Okay? That's not, I'll write your resume. No. I'm talking about what the big stuff is, okay? On what you can do we're going to research the people. We're going to get in the doors. We're going to do it all. Check it out. So job or jobs. Here we go. Again, I'm going to share with you 11 things here I wrote for this magazine in the UK. It'll come out here soon, okay? So forgive me here, okay? And I'm going to roll through this. Oh, my God, Ace Mom, you were just laid off on Monday after 27 years. I'm so sorry. Then, Ace Mom, do this, okay? Send me a direct message, okay? Send me a direct message. Say job or jobs, okay? And then follow that, and then I'll get out to you as well, okay? So do that right now. Okay, so I'm gonna read part of this, okay, loosely, because I wrote it. But hey, job hunting over 50, the hard truth and how to beat it. Job hunting, making a career change, is tough at any age. But if you're over 50, or any of these things that we talk about, euphemisms like seasoned, mature, It's tough today, really tough. In fact, a survey from Korn Ferry, the largest search firm on earth, last month they put out a white paper, and they claim that Gen X, our age, may be considered the new unemployables. Okay, so how fantastic is that? You go from being wrinkled and we're at menopause or low T to now being unemployable. But it's shocking that even people over 40 can now be considered old for job seekers. And yeah, it's unfair, but ageism is a real deal. Ageism is not going away. It sucks. And just as we're facing all these life changes, like I said, being an empty nester, you're faced with this. And like our friend there who was laid off after 27 years. Okay? Look, the rules of the job market have changed. They're fluid. There really is no hard and fast rule, but a lot of us keep doing the same things that we've always done. We go online, we update our resume and skills, and we wait for someone to say, here you go. It's bullshit. It doesn't work anymore. And the older you get, the harder it is, and you have to do something different. That is what I'm going to share with you now. So they're fluid, but the cool part is being older means we don't have to play by anybody else's rules. Okay? So just so you know, if you're new here, and again, tell me in the comments where you're from in a little bit if you joined me before, if you're new to this. But for reference, so you all know, I'm in my 50s. I have a birthday Monday, 58. And besides being a 5-time best-selling author, founder of Advanced Adulting, which is a platform to help people in midlife navigate this next chapter, I'm a former executive recruiter, headhunter, and I spent over 15 years placing executives in high-level roles. So I've been in the rooms, I know the decisions, and I know the good, the ugly. It ain't pretty, okay? So I'm here to share with you a couple of these things about what really goes on in the hiring process, and more importantly, what you can do to take control of your job search, okay? And these are gonna be some blunt realities, okay? Boise, oh, there you go. You're moving from California to Texas. We moved from Texas to California. So there you go. We left Dallas at the beginning of the year. Ace Mom, awesome. Okay, you've watched several times. Cool. And Ace Mom, make sure you do that, okay? This stuff will help, but if you want help getting back on the horse, do the other, okay, that I told you about. Type in jobs or careers. Okay, so we're going to share this, the blunt realities, and some of these things are probably going to challenge what you've been told about job hunting at this age, okay? So here we go. Number one, the LinkedIn advice is bullshit. What you see on LinkedIn for most people our age, I mean, look, I participate in a lot of these collaborations, and I got into a big thing last month where hundreds of expert advisors and coaches were like, again, as I wrote in this, there's no shortage of people offering overly simplistic advice on LinkedIn, like update your skills, refresh your resume, and show people that you can work with other generations and you're a fast learner. Bullshit. Okay? Doesn't work. Now, yes, those are the bare minimums. You have to do that, but that's the cover charge, okay? If you think that alone is going to make you stand out and that's it, you're delusional. It's just, no, that's it. That is the price of admission, okay? And if nobody and the reason is nobody sees your application, none of that matters, okay? Nobody sees any of this information, it's not going to matter. Oh, well, I updated my resume. Cool. Guess what? Because, number two, a real human may never see your resume. Those are facts, okay? This is where things get really tricky because technology, timing, the sheer volume of things that recruiters and hiring managers have to deal with. When you apply online, there's a pretty good chance that your resume is never going to reach a human being. It will never be seen. Algorithms filter out applicants. Tracking systems filter out people that don't meet specific and sometimes arbitrary criteria. And so if your resume isn't a spot-on match, you're going to be out of the running before you start. And so you think, oh, well, I need all these keywords. I need to redo that. Yeah, but again, that's not it. The timing piece is a lot of it too, okay? Some jobs, I talked to someone 2 weeks ago, they had 1,500 applicants, okay? 1,500. They shut it down within a couple of hours. And if you go on LinkedIn and you look at these things, they'll put something up, it's only been open for 4 hours, and then they'll say no longer accepting applications. Because they're too damn lazy to go through it all. They don't want to deal with all this shit. So that's why, okay? Here we go. And again, if you're joining me, we're talking about job hunting over 50, the hard truth and how to beat it, 11 tips that are going to help you if you're over, really over 42, but things that can help you. This is from an article that I just wrote for a magazine in the UK, okay? Let's see. Number 3, employers don't see the big picture, okay? So I'm going to be real here. Recruiters and employers just are pretty short-sighted. They don't think about the big picture when they're reviewing a resume. You got to think of it like this. You're looking for a square peg in a square hole. That's it. And they don't really have the the desire, it's not their job to dig through your resume and connect the dots and see how your experience from 3 jobs ago might translate to this role that they're trying to fill. I've got 1,500 applicants, okay? Somebody's going to fit it. So I don't need to go through your shit unless it is automatically a fit like this. It's never going to get seen. So what do you do? What do you do about that? You have to connect the dots for them. You need to spell it out for them like they are a 3rd grade child, okay? And too many older job seekers have this mistake that they think, well, my resume is great, and an employer should be able to look at that and see the value that I bring. Bullshit. They should, but they won't, and they don't. That's it. Okay? So they want the path of least resistance. They don't want to do the work of figuring that out, nor should they. So you, in your summary, in your title and everything, in your elevator pitch, that's it, okay? Which leads me to this. Nobody cares about what you want. Number 4 is no one gives a shit or cares about what you want. I know this sounds pretty harsh, but hear me out, okay? So when it comes to your resume, your cover letter, people don't care that I want to use my experience and education to be in a collaborative and team-oriented environment. Awesome. I don't give a shit, nor does any other employer. What they care about is this. They care about, what do you do? Where have you done it? How well did you do it? Who did you do it for? And what can you do for me? That's it. That is it. Okay? If you can keep it concise and tight like that, you'll go places. But, again, if they're interviewing for, say, an engineer or a certain type of engineer, guess what? Everybody they're looking at, for the most part, has done the same damn thing. So your skills don't really matter. It's a matter of where did you do it, who'd you do it for, how well did you do it, and what can you do for me? So figure out a way to make yourself stand apart and make it easy for them, okay? Hey, I hope you're enjoying this and getting something out of it. I'm Bradley Richardson. I'm the creator of Advanced Adulting, where I help grown-ass adults navigate issues around midlife, like job search, career change, and I'm also a 5-time best-selling author, and I've been a headhunter for over 15 years. So I'd like to help you put some of these things into practice. Too many times people go and watch the YouTube videos, or they read books, or they'll look at something on LinkedIn and think, oh, well, it's about redoing my resume. Oh, you don't even know what you don't know. It's so much deeper than that. I'd like to help guide you, be your advisor, and your mentor through this process. So there's information below, an opportunity to work with me for 90 days, putting together a real strategy, a campaign to get you in front of the right people. It involves some sessions with me one-on-one, open access to me for Q&A, and my toolkit that helps you not only research people, how do you find these people, and we're going to make it tailored for you. It's inexpensive, it's 90 days, your whole life can change real soon. Check it out below. Ditch the job sites and the apps, okay? Look, you have to go through it, necessary evil. It's like I say about dating, okay? Hey, Bumble, Tinder, all those, necessary evil. It's one of probably 6 different ways to meet somebody. Same thing. So ditch the apps. They're one of the worst things people can do is they rely on the postings, the apps. They go in Indeed, they go in LinkedIn. They don't find anything and they think, this sucks, I suck, life is horrible. Okay? No. Most jobs aren't even advertised, and in fact, that's really what you're after is kind of, you don't want where all the sharks are, okay? You want to go that something that's probably not being advertised or get it beforehand, and we can show you how to do that, okay? Don't waste your time endlessly scrolling through the job boards. Reach out to a real human. Here's the thing. With some of those openings, your first line is you're only going to be able to reach somebody that has the power to say no. Susie Q Jr. recruiter who's 25 and has 50 job recs that they're working at once, they're not going to be your advocate. They don't know how, they can't. All they can do is say no. You want to skip ahead and find someone who says yes, okay? So let's call it the elephant in the room. That is number 6. And that means, let's not tiptoe around it. You're old, okay? You're old, okay? Employers are thinking about your age. And so people are like, well, I don't want to bring it up. I had one guy the other day say, should I dye my hair? No, you should be you are. You should show up high energy. You should look nice and all this. But you know what? If they don't say the things about your age, and I'll talk about that in a second, they're thinking it. And the moment you leave that damn room, guess what? They're talking about it. Guaranteed. So my suggestion is you head it off the pass, okay? So address it head on. Trying to hide things just makes it awkward, so show up with energy, enthusiasm, experience, but don't act like age isn't a factor. It's better to own it rather than to let them speculate. So everyone's thinking it, or they will, and the moment you leave or hang up the call, you are never going to be able to make your case, okay? Or be able to talk about these, your age, your experience, because here's what they're thinking. Well, they're not going to stay very long. Will you leave? You make too much money. You're overqualified. This position's a step back. Why would they take it? Take control, be a boss, and address it like a grown-up, okay? Because they're thinking it. Just because they don't say it doesn't mean they're not thinking it, okay? So you go, you know what? I've been doing this, and some people might think I make too much money, or some people might think, you know what? Why would I take a job like this? Address it. Take control, okay? There are lots of ways to express it positively. Let's see. Hey, and look, if they're going to cut you because of that, at least aren't you going down taking a shot on your own? That's it. Okay, I'm going to give you the others here in a minute. If you're just joining us, we are talking about job hunting over 50, the hard truth and how to beat it. I'm Bradley Richardson, the creator of Advanced Adulting, 5-time best-selling author, and I was a headhunter for 15 years, okay? So this is from an article I just wrote for a magazine called Crunchy Tales in the UK. It's a women's magazine there. And I'm giving you some stuff that you can use, okay? And if you like this, awesome. Follow me, all that good stuff. But most importantly, if you like this and you say, hey, you know what? This clicks with me and I need some personal help in getting, either changing jobs, figuring out what I want to do next. My job search is is in the toilet, or I need help on this. Type in the word job, jobs, or career. And then go check your email, okay? Or not, your direct message, just not your email, sorry. And check that out. I'm taking 6 people between now and Friday, or really the first 6 people. I'm taking 6 people to work with one-on-one for the next 90 days. Private Zoom calls with me, open access, Q&A. I've got a toolbox for you, and we will not only develop but execute a plan to get you in front of people, okay? So type in the word job, jobs, or careers, and that's what it is. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's keep going. Interviews. Ask the tough questions, okay? Don't just sit there answering questions. Ask some yourself, okay? Too many people think, well, it's an interview. I can't be forceful. No, you can. You've earned the right. You're old. But insightful questions to get to the heart of the matter, okay? Hey, tell me why this position is open. What does success look like for you? What's a win in 90 days, okay? What concerns do you have about hiring someone like me? What scares you about me? That's a bold-ass question. And you know what? You may not get a right answer, but I've had people go, you know what? You make too much money. Hey, why would you do this? See, you get a chance to address it right there. That's important, okay? Number 8, stop saying, I'm a quick learner. One of the worst things you can possibly say is, I'm a quick learner. Even if it's true, it makes you sound scattered, unfocused, and frankly old, okay? Instead, focus on showing them your experience and skills you mastered, okay? That's it. But I'm a quick learner. I pick up things fast. Okay, Grandpa. Okay, nothing says Grandpa like that. Okay, number 9, it's okay to break rules. HR people are going to hate me on this. Don't give a shit. Don't be afraid to bypass HR and the recruiter and go straight to someone who has the power and ability to say yes. Someone who actually understands what you can bring to the table. Because, again, those most junior recruiters, they're working 50 recs, 50 open jobs. They just got to get it filled. It's a cattle call. They're not going to be your friend, your advocate, or give a shit or understand how to connect the dots, okay? So skip all that. Go directly to a human being. So are you worried about ruffling feathers? Oh, why? What if I upset them and they knock me out? They're going to knock you out anyway or never going to get seen. So if your resume isn't going to be seen or considered, you have 2 choices. You can follow protocol and risk getting ignored by Susie Q low-level recruiter, or you can take matters in your own hands. So you're a grown-ass adult. Nobody's going to advocate for you or be a bigger cheerleader than you will. So do it. What's it going to be? Okay, that's it. Number 10, use every tool in the box. Okay, so don't limit yourself to email alone. Use all tools, methods, platforms available to reach somebody. There are extensions and apps out there that can help you find someone's email, text, phone number, anything. And I recommend sending them DMs, social. Don't do LinkedIn emails, they blow. But different people respond in different ways, so try everything, okay? Last thing, it's not about bombarding them. It's about sparking interest to get a conversation. Notice I said conversation, not interview, right? I didn't say interview. You want a conversation. Interview seems desperate. An interview also assumes that they have an opening. You don't know. But what you want is to get their attention, get their curiosity so you can have the conversation and show them and tell them what you've done successfully. That's it, okay? Otherwise, it's like, got a job. Here's my stuff. Look at me. And they're like, oh, piss off. And they send it to HR. You want a conversation, okay? Bottom line is, look, take control of your search. You know, take control. If you're over 50, you're not out of the game, but the rules are different. And a good resume, and posting and praying is not going to cut it. So if you really want to win, you got to break some rules and take control of your own narrative, okay? You don't rely on job boards. You don't get lost in the shuttle. Don't be afraid of your age. You got to rate you human, okay? So, that is the tip of the iceberg, folks, okay? I mean, if any of that clicks with you, and look, this may not apply to you at all. Send it to a friend. Send it to a friend that needs it, okay? But two things. Number one, every Wednesday, I do a workshop on hidden ageism and how to get noticed in your job for older and Gen X job seekers. Okay, that's every Wednesday. So go check that out in the link in my bio. But the most important thing right now is type in the word job, jobs, or career. Go check your direct messages. I've got 6 spots that I'm going to work with people from now through the end of the year to create and execute a complete job search campaign or career change. Okay, there you go. It's just a few $100. You get work one-on-one with me. You get the tools. It's good stuff. All right, we'll see what else we got.